Good
Good morning.
morning.
Hi,
Hello.
Erin. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Welcome, everybody, to Broke Activities Podcast. Today, we're going to talk about alcohol and wellness in your 40s, either cutting back, sober curiosity. We can each talk about our journeys, personal stories. Either I can start, Erin, or if you want to start on your
Go for it.
background. And okay,
Yeah.
um, let's see. I've always been like not really into alcohol. The only time that I did binge or drink a lot was when my dad passed. And then I slowly went back to not drinking as much. And now it's probably, I mean, I had a margarita at the quinceanera, but now I was like, I tracked it because the points, and
Yeah.
I don't want to waste points on it. But yeah, it'd probably be like maybe I'd have a drink every 4 months, three,
Mm,
like that's currently, but it's not really like something that when I'm out to dinner or being around friends that I have to have a cocktail or
mm-hmm.
like that we have drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so mine's like short. Yeah, I just don't. But the only time I do remember that it was like um, it was partying the whole weekend. It
That
was
was
when
in
my
our
dad
mid
passed.
20s, right?
I was
How old were you?
20, I was 26.
Yeah. Okay. I remember.
Yeah, 26. Yeah. And it was
Okay.
probably for a year. Yeah. And then I kind of weaned out off of that.
Yeah. I don't remember you being a heavy
Hmm.
drinker. Even in
Hmm.
that time, it was more like when I would be with you, it was like we'll go to an Angel game and then we'll go to the bar,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you were daily, I need to pop open
Yes.
a
You know
bottle
what?
of wine.
And
You
that's
know what I
not what it
mean?
wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't daily,
Yeah.
but it was like if we were out, I'll have cocktails,
Right.
drinks. But yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
I
was
was
more of a
very
social
social
drinker
drinking.
too. Yeah, like I drank for a purpose. It wasn't
Hmm.
because I enjoyed it by any means.
Hmm.
Don't get me wrong, I partied hard in my
Yeah.
20s and now that I look back on it, it was a very short stint of my life, but
Yeah.
I went to full throttle the whole time, but I remember one instance where we were like ill at a house party. But anyways, yeah, I went full throttle in my 20s. And then I trained for I think I trained for one marathon in my 20s.
Hmm.
And when I was running, I didn't like to drink because I tried. Okay, let's get
Yeah.
this. So I tried to just come home because your body hurts so bad after like
Hmm.
long runs. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll just have a glass of wine. And I always had like bottles of wine in my house for my parents, but like I never even thought to drink them because I'm a single mom. So I was like, I I always thought like, oh, if something happened, I had to get to her, so I never
Hmm.
really thought about drinking by myself. That just never even occurred to me. So, anyways, I tried after running long distance, and I would fall asleep with the glass, and I would wake up with like red wine all over me, and I'm like, oh, so this isn't working. And even I remember one time I was dating a guy that I fell asleep on the couch and he woke up and like I had spilled my beer on him and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." Like I couldn't even finish a
Like
drink.
you're holding the bottle. Oh my gosh.
So anyways, when I met Curtis,
Yeah.
I thought he had a bit of a drinking problem. I know he did. And so I just was like, you know what? I don't need, I've always been with alcoholics. It's so weird, but clearly I have a type. And I just, when they are full throttle, I know I have to stop, I have to be in
Hmm.
control. So I just gave up drinking when I got pregnant with Autumn, obviously, and I never really went back. So she's 12 and I have never had a drink since. I might have had a drink in between the pregnancies.
Hmm.
I think we went out for like dinner and I would have a glass of wine, but I was breastfeeding, so I was really conscious about not doing
Yeah.
that. Um, and then after, like, I know for sure after Porter, I've never had a sip. So it was more for like being supportive to Curtis and his drinking, but
Hmm.
now he drinks and I still don't. Like I just
Hmm.
don't. I've always gone, if I've gone this long and I'm like thinking, okay, what is one drink going to do for me? I do think about it, and I'm
Right.
like, what if I had a drink right now with my girlfriends? Is that going to get me drunk? No. Does it take the edge off? No, because I don't have an edge. So I'm
Hmm.
just like, and then I don't have time to recover from it. I'm already
Hmm.
like, if I stay out too late, I feel hungover. So I'm
Right.
like, I just don't have that. I've never drinking in my 30s.
Yeah.
So why bring it into my 40s, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you bringing up a hangover. When we went out, our girls' night out,
Yeah.
and stayed up, and I went
Yeah.
to sleep after 12,
Mm-hmm.
I woke up feeling like I partied the night
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. You
And
still get the same
that,
effect.
oh my, yeah, I was, oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I totally kicked my camera. But yeah,
Yeah.
even the quinceañera, and I was home early, but still, I feel when I do too
Drained.
much, my body is like, you're doing too much, girl. Remember?
Literally. I think about that because think about if you did drink all night. Like, let's say you drank 6 drinks at night. Like,
Yeah.
what would I don't even know
I'd be
what I would
useless
feel
probably.
like.
I mean, I might personally, and
Yeah.
now my body, even before, was getting older, when I was younger, it's like, oh, vodka with everything, and then vodka kind of, I would drink it, and I'm gonna have to ask the health person. Not sure if this is a
Yeah.
question for her, but
Yeah.
the next day I would feel like my body, like people were beating me up or something, like
Yeah.
bruised,
Yeah.
hurt, sensitive, all
Correct.
over.
And
And
you've got to be on edge too. You know, like imagine parenting kids
oh yeah,
after just drinking like that. Like you've got to be like edgy, you know? And
yeah,
I remember somebody saying this to Curtis when he had quit for a little bit. He had
yeah,
said, you don't miss like, you know, you don't miss getting drunk or whatever. And he's like, no, because I'm the same temperament I wake up with. I'm the same when I go to bed, you know? So it's like
yeah.
you just you're you're just staying the same, you know, versus you're going on highs and lows when you're drinking. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you have a lot of, and that was another thing when Curtis and I would go through up and downs when we were first together. It was, I wanted to know my real emotions. And I noticed when I drank around him, I would get heightened emotions. Either I would get
Mm-hmm.
really excited and then I would be like, is this real or am I just drinking and it feels good? You know? So,
Mm-hmm.
I just remember thinking the best thing for me is to really be in control and to really feel every feeling that comes to me. And I know I can handle it. So I wasn't afraid of like dealing with my emotions. I did. And then it's just kind of even tempered ever since.
Another point was how our bodies process alcohol in our 40s. So we talked over hangover,
Yeah.
fatigue, just like lack of energy, um, the wellness trade off in drinking. So I mentioned I'm back on Weight Watchers. And when I went to the quinceanera, they had margaritas. And I was like, okay, I can have one, but that's 11 points. And it was like this little margarita.
Whoa.
So I had one, but
That's
my
like half a
assist
day.
yeah, my sister-in-law's husband, he is so sweet. He mobile ordered me club soda. So what I would do
Oh.
is I went to the bar. I had them get, they had little cups with tahini. Then they
Mm-hmm.
would put ice and I just put a bunch of lime and then I was just sipping the club soda. So it was something
Smart.
sparkly. Um,
Smart.
but it'll impact, weight loss goals. It can,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
if you
totally.
consume alcohol. And it was so funny on when I was looking up not researching, but looking up topics for alcohol related discussions. It was like, and if people are on the Weight Watchers program, it could totally be
Really?
against your, yeah,
It gave you
it
guys a
totally,
shout out?
yeah. But yeah, it could, I mean, if say you were, drinking, Aaron, and you're running and you're doing this, it could definitely plateau, or
Oh,
even
absolutely.
maybe
I could see that.
your
Girl, I'm
motivation
already
to like go out.
plateaued and I haven't drinking
Yeah.
in 12 years.
Yeah.
So I wish that was my
Yeah.
excuse. And you know what's
Oh
funny?
yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, yeah. You could keep going, but I just was like, you know, I don't announce it, but
Mm-hmm.
people will notice it that I don't
Mm-hmm.
drink, right? And so it's interesting. I've talked to you about this, but just like meeting new people
Yeah.
and people saying, "Oh, you want to buy?" Or like new clients will buy me bottles of wine, right? And I'm like, "Oh, thank you so much." I don't really say anything because I don't want to make it seem weird.
Right.
Or where was I at? I was somewhere the other day and they're like, "Do you want a glass of wine?" And I was like, "Oh no, I'm good." And it's interesting to people that like to drink a lot, how uncomfortable it makes them when you don't drink. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why that's a thing. I would love to talk to somebody and get real with them to know what that means to
Yeah.
them. Why what I'm putting in my body bothers you? I have no clue, but and I've talked to other people that don't drink that the couple times they have taken a sip or had a drink when they don't really want it is to please the person that's like bummed out that they're not drinking with them, you know? And I'm like,
Wow.
that's so interesting that that has an effect on people, but it does. And I've noticed it just because when I'm in new groups of friends, I can tell it makes people uncomfortable. And I'm like, girl, I could go harder than all of you guys. Like, I can still
Yeah.
party. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't, and I'll be the sober driver. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But it doesn't, like, my wild, scale doesn't change because I don't drink. I could go just as wild as everybody else. But yeah, it's an interesting thing that happens to people.
And now there's so many zero proof or like
Mm-hmm.
non-alcoholic options. When we go to Fred's family or even at my mom's, she'll have at her place all the non-alcoholic. So if I want something sparkly or, I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
perfect. Like I'll have it. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still feel like, oh, I
It
have a
does.
drink in my hand, having a good
Right.
time.
Right.
Let's see. I looked up boundaries with alcohol. Like you decide your own limits. It's okay to say no because again, no is a complete sentence and you shouldn't feel judgment. Create, yeah, you're all easier said than done. Um,
Sure.
Creating some type of ritual that doesn't revolve around drinking. So some examples would
Mm.
be maybe you want to start doing not you, sorry, I'm just speaking to
No,
everybody.
yeah, give it to me.
Maybe you like tea, like having
Mm-hmm.
tea or skincare before bed instead of, oh, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
wind down with a drink. Again, whoever does drink, that is totally your preference and there is no judgment there. These are just options if you're
Options,
kind of
yeah.
like, yeah, like if you wanted to try a 30-day no drinking challenge or
Yep.
there's dry January or
Mm-hmm.
again, like I mentioned, the skincare when you're getting ready
Mm-hmm.
for bed, have a routine down, maybe a nice stretching session and see how you're feeling after if you're finding that it could be stress related or
Mm-hmm.
like something to take
Mm-hmm.
the edge off.
You know what's
Any
funny is
like yeah.
the dry January. My dad does February. I don't know if he still
Because it's
does
the
it. This is
shortest.
what
Is
he's
it
done.
because it's the
It's
shortest
the
month?
shortest month of the year.
Yeah.
Yes. My dad cannot go 24 hours without a drink.
I,
Never.
I love
Yeah.
that. He's like, I'll do
Yeah.
February. When it's leap year, he's like, no, heck no, I'm not even gonna do it. It's like, let's see. Oh, okay. So I looked up sober curious. Do you know I've never even heard
Mm.
of this phrase?
Never
Have
even
you heard
heard
of
of it.
it?
Yeah, give it to me.
Okay. So what is sober curious? It's being open to seeing how your life feels with less alcohol. Like somebody who's
Mm.
just kind of like, I wonder what is the difference. I want to see, this is how I am when
Mm-hmm.
alcohol is involved in my life. And
Mm-hmm.
this is, I kind of want to test the waters and see how I feel without it. So there are sober curiosity and wellness trends. Um, let's see, there is, again, I mentioned dry January, 30 days of no drinking, maybe weekends off, even though
Mm.
weekends can be more socializing and people
Mm-hmm.
tend to do more parties and there is, alcohol involved. Um, Show up with a non-alcoholic drink. I didn't even know how big it is now, like the options with
Oh, it's a
zero
lot.
proof.
It's like half the fridge. Yeah.
So when I went to Stater Brothers,
Mm-hmm.
there's even tequila, Erin.
Mm-hmm.
Zero proof
Mm-hmm.
tequila, zero proof whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
I got those margarita mocktails.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so many. I even took one time to Fred's family's. It was White Claw. Okay,
Oh, they have
the
a
white.
non-alcoholic White Claw.
Yes, zero
So
proof white. So it's like sparkle. It is kind of like drinking,
sparkling
LaCroix or
water. Yeah.
something, but it has a White Claw can. So I was giving them out, and even they're drinking it, and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
these are
Nobody has a clue.
good."
Yeah.
Put a little
The funny
tahini or
thing is,
chamoy on the rim.
yeah. The
Yes,
funny
go
thing is, what was I gonna say? Something about that. The White Claws and rosé and all these like
yeah.
fancy like spritzer drinks. I quit drinking before any of those came out. So I was like, cool,
Yeah,
I
you're
missed
like, what
that
are they?
train.
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
no
they
clue.
are
Everybody's
everywhere.
like, oh, these what are those ball ones? The ball looking
Oh my
things?
gosh, the buzz ball.
Buzz balls. That was not a thing.
That's
I'm
like the new
like,
Four
girl, we had
Locos, though. That's
literally,
intense.
yeah, we had Four Locos. We
Yeah,
had Alizé. That was my
yeah.
high school drink. And then we had 40s when we were in high school. Like, I mean, I didn't have many options. When I was in my
Yeah.
20s, I drank a lot of Carlos Rossi. Yeah, I never, yeah, I missed out on all that stuff. So I
Yeah.
really I don't know what I'm missing out on. That's for sure. But I see
Stella
it at all the
Rosa.
parties.
Yeah, Stella Rosa's a big, I think I don't know if the trend's still big, but there was like years where everybody's like, Stella
And
Rosa, I'm taking
Truly's
that.
are alcohol, right?
Yes, Truly's are alcohol.
Truly's are alcohol.
I'm surprised I'm sure they are going to come out with a zero proof because it's really like big right now, I think. Zero
Hmm.
proof.
Oh,
I
that's
was like, oh my
interesting.
God. Yeah.
I still do Martinelli's.
Yeah. I love
Give me all the apple cider.
the little fizzes. I need them to come out with the sugar free because I scanned that for the points and I was like, I am not
Oh, is
drinking
it
eight.
high?
Yeah, but I think it's the
Damn.
sugar. I know.
I'd be down in those during New Year's. We buy like
My
a
new thing.
10
Oh,
pack.
I love. And now they have
Yeah.
way more flavors, I think, than they used to.
Yeah.
So what about healthier drinking approaches? Zero proof options, which we just talked
Hmm.
about. Replacing the drink moment. Again, like we talked about,
Hmm.
tea,
Just getting out of the
mocktails.
routine. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sparkling water. Okay, so I love sparkling water, but I can't have a lot because that shit burns my stomach. Like if I
Same
have too
esophagus.
much.
Yeah. Curtis is the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like a favorite brand that you guys get? Oh, you get the
I
one
just get the
from
Kroger
the
ones.
market, right? You had a
Yeah.
peach one, I think, one
Yeah. The
recording.
peach one's good. I like that one.
I
It was
tend to
sold out this week.
I go to like whatever's on sale, honestly, when I go to the
Same.
store. I'm like,
Same.
what's the
Because they
cheapest?
keep going up. I mean, it used to start at like $2.99. Now it's up to like
Okay.
$5, and I'm like,
Is
are
it
you
because it's
kidding
a
me?
trend?
I don't
It's
know.
freaking okay,
I'm
so
about to
I
get
was even
myself like a
thinking
carbonation machine just so I
okay.
can make it out.
Erin, you took the words out of my mouth. My mom has what the heck is that machine where it does carbonate? Soda Stream. And she's
Soda
had it
Stream.
for
Yes.
years.
Yes.
It
Really?
is years. And she'll just put water in it, it carbonates it, and it makes it so sparkly. Like it's so good.
Really? Oh, I should
And you
get
can
that.
even get, if you want, there's flavored drops. Like there's other
Yeah. Yeah.
options that
Yeah.
you
That's
can
how you
add
make
to
them. Yeah.
it. But that thing legit, I think they're probably like $100 or a little bit over. But
Yeah.
with the amount,
It's worth it.
if you're buying
Five
cans and a
dollars
bunch
every
of,
week. Yeah.
yeah, it's
And
so
I get like
awesome. I
five
love it.
packs at a time. Yeah.
Yeah, I love her Soda Stream. And you
Mm.
like leave it there and then you put some lime and lemon. Oh, I'm jacking up my teeth.
Mm.
My enamel's like gone. Um, my stomach's burn, the stomach lining burn, teeth just thinned out. Yeah, but I'm loving it.
Thinned out.
Yeah, yeah, I'm deep in the trend. Um, but yeah,
Oh
and
my
it
God.
was
That's
just
so
like,
funny.
and just alcohol and relationships was kind of the last one. Again,
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
going out with family or
Listen,
has it? Yeah.
I think that is the biggest change in my life with letting go of alcohol was
Mm-hmm.
when I hear people have marital issues and just relationship issues, it always has to do around alcohol. Like
Yeah.
every single time I hear it, I'm like, y'all are drinking too much, or the fight doesn't break out until one of them is drinking and says
Mm-hmm.
something that they don't like or whatever. And then they're just like edgy and then they just start, their emotions are high. So
Yeah.
it gets out of control real quick. And I'm just like, I see it and I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I don't have that problem. And I told Curtis this for many years, like, I think one of the reasons why we work so well is because we are sober in our marriage,
Yeah.
Now he's not. And it's an issue for me though. It really is. I'm going to be honest. It does not sit well with me because if I can prevent cracks in our marriage, I'm going to. And
Mm-hmm.
I think me getting rid of alcohol did that a lot. And I do sometimes get really like judgy with Curtis and his because I'm like, oh, so you're just gonna like, go down that road
Yeah.
again, and of course I have PTSD from it. He doesn't, but I do.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, why would you have that as an option if you didn't need to, but
Right.
that's his life. He's a grown man.
Right.
I deal
Right.
with it then when I deal with it. But
Yes.
but I do have to say, like, I work, it is a decision of mine every day to wake up and say, I don't want any alcohol. And I don't talk about it very often, but it is interesting though, because when I do say it, and if I do tell you, if I don't know you and I'm telling you, oh yeah, I stopped drinking, whatever, 12 years ago, people will say, oh yeah, I don't drink either. Or I don't need to, and I'm just like, yeah, but like that kind of deflates my, like the 12-year mark for me, because I'm
Right.
just like, yeah, no, I've made a conscious decision to not do it. all those times that you say you could have, but you still chose to, like, that's different than saying no every single time for 12 years. Like, I mean, that is a long haul of saying no
Mm-hmm.
in all kinds of situations, in every, there's fun times when I'm out with my girlfriends and I'm like, oh, this would be so fun. I should have a drink, and I'm just like, no, it's just not worth it to me. Like
Yeah.
I've already made it this long. But I am proud of the decision to not drink for all these years. I should talk about it more. I don't know why I don't, but maybe because it's like not an issue. Like it wasn't because I was doing something in my life that needed it. It's just
Mm-hmm.
more of a support to Curtis that he doesn't need anymore.
Yeah.
But it's for me now. Now it's my
Right.
thing where I'm like, no, I still want to not drink. And it's funny though, because there have been people that are like, just drink, just drink, just try it, just sip it. They get all weird about it. And I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like, why do you care so much? Just leave
Right.
me alone. Like, I'm not bothering you about your drinking. Just don't
Like,
bother
do
me
they
about
want
my
to be the
non.
one to break that 12 years? Like, would you
I
really,
don't I
would they,
don't know. It's
like,
definitely an
wouldn't they
ego thing
feel,
for them.
yeah, like, why would you want to put me in
I've
that
had someone go to
situation
the
where it would
certain
break it?
to an extent of like, just put your finger in it and at least taste it, and I'm just like, why does that bother you so much?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
Yeah. And then I'd be like, and then you're going to drink it after my finger's been in your drink?
Literally. Literally. Do you know where my finger's been? Do you want to know?
You're all like,
I
just
don't think you want to know.
stirred up. Yeah. Well,
Literally.
so Fred really, like, he doesn't really drink either. No, honestly, like, I think it start last year when we were
I think
kind of
him
like,
and I have
I bet,
control issues. Like we just,
I think,
I've always
yeah.
got to be on like,
Well,
I got to be able to peel
with
the
the
fuck out
kids,
of here if I
yeah,
need to,
yeah, with the kids.
Yeah. As
But
a
we
single parent,
started,
you just can't.
I think it was last January. We're kind of like, oh, you're not going to drink? Well, I'm not going to drink. I bet you I can go longer than you can. And then it just
See,
starts
it's
off
like a
with like,
competition.
yeah. And
Yeah.
then if we're going out, it's like, oh, you're going to have a drink. And then he did, when they won the baseball championship, he's like, oh, he's like, I'm just going to have a beer to celebrate. I was like, go enjoy, like, have it, have the beer,
Mm-hmm.
And then after he's right back to, all right, I'm not going to drink. Are you going to drink? I was
You
like, no,
see,
let's,
yeah.
it's
And
totally, it is a
you
competition.
have this weird guilty conscience, I think, once
Yeah.
you break it. You're like,
Yeah.
damn, was it worth it?
Yeah.
Wasn't even
It's
worth
like that
it.
streak is over. No, I
Yes.
did feel a little bit like after having that margarita because I was like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
like we're at the quinceanera. And I was like, tracking it. I'm all freaking 11 points on that
Points.
shit
Was
on
it worth it?
liquid. On
Liquid.
the liquid. So I was dancing on the dance floor, like burning that ish off. And then when when the club soda arrived, I was like, yeah, like right back at it.
Oh
But
my God, that is so funny.
my mom is so supportive. Whenever she goes to Stater Brothers, she'll even send Fred and I. We have a group chat, and will send Fred. Do you want the Stella Zero? Do you want the? She has it in
Oh,
her fridge at the house.
yeah.
Like, so when we do Taco Tuesday, she's like, Fred, do you want one of your like non-alcoholic
I
beers
love
or
that.
yeah. So there's so
I
many
love that when
options.
people
And again,
support it. Yeah, it's
yeah,
fun.
and again, if you drink, you drink. There is no judgment at
Yeah,
all.
I
I
am not
mean,
judgy about it. I mean, I'm judgy on
during the
Curtis, but nobody
holidays.
else.
That's gonna be a clip.
Literally.
Um, but I mean, right? Please message us. Write in like how is your relationship with alcohol? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
again, if you do, that is totally your business. But do you struggle, or have you thought, or have you been sober curious, and you want to talk to us about it? Do you want to do like if anybody wants to start maybe a 30-day challenge, and we could support and have check-ins? Um, Aaron, anything to add to it? This was a great topic. But yeah, message us, send us something. And also, I was when I was editing our wellness video, we talked about having a meditation live stream with Heather. So we need to
Yes.
text Heather,
Schedule it. Yep.
schedule a day. We'll do a live stream. We could post something on Insta leading up to it, and people could join, and we'll figure out, where you and I will be. We could either meet at the salon and then live stream with Heather. But yeah, Erin, anything else on this
Yeah, I
lovely
mean, I
start
just
of the
want
week?
my mic went out, but I just want everybody to know that there are a lot of people. The more you talk about it, the more you try it. Step out of your comfort zone, try it for 30 days, maybe challenge
Yeah.
yourself a little bit. And there's a lot of people out there. And it's funny, once you meet them, it becomes like a great way to build a community. And people will like, it's funny. They'll like look at you like, oh, you don't drink either. Oh, cool. Now we could be friends. You know, it's a
Yeah.
very quick connection that you can make with people. But there's a lot of us out here. I'm here to support you guys. If
Me
you have
too.
any questions on, you know, struggles that I've had with it, and
Mm-hmm.
times that I've like felt like, oh, maybe I should drink or whatever, you know, that it's just like a people pleaser in me that sometimes, you know, oh, maybe I should for them, you know, or I know it's making them uncomfortable, but to me, I'm just like, no, it's not worth it, you know.
Right.
I don't want to break my streak. So, yeah.
All right. Everybody enjoy your day, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, it ended.